Hey guys, SlimKirby here for one last Fire Emblem episode today. Chapter 23 will be completed in this video. Thank God. So yeah, a lot of these green units are going to hog up a lot of the experience that you could have got if they weren't here. But there's nothing you can really do about it. I guess you could try to rescue them, but I don't think paladins can rescue other paladins unless they're really have a low con. And then flying units are really the only units you can use to pick up other paladins, but they don't really give you any. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, there's not going to be that much experience you'd gain from these units. I'd try to kill the Wyvern Lord as soon as possible, though, because that guy probably could have given you a lot of experience if you killed him before the green units did in this playthrough, but otherwise, I wouldn't worry about it too much. If they're Class 1 units like Wyvern Knights, Cavaliers, or I don't know if there are any other units besides those in this area, but don't worry about them. Just try to go for the promoted units, and they usually give out more experience. And Oscar goes up to level 8. Oh, that sucks. You know what? That's the second level since Oscar's been promoted where he didn't gain a single stat. That's just depressing. I mean, that really is depressing. Okay, so I'm actually going to attack General Petrine with Soren first. As you can see, Petrine can't do any damage to Soren, even when he uses the Thunder spell. I didn't test Wind because I was like, well, she's going to be weak against Thunder, so I'll go ahead and use Thunder on her. Also, Petrine is carrying a skill called Daunt. What Daunt does is it negates critical bonuses to any units from 3 squares away. So that's why, that's probably why Thunder couldn't critical Petrine because of that skill. And also, Soren activated Adept, so he's going to do twice the amount of damage to her, and then Petrine isn't going to be able to do anything. So she's pretty much screwed. And then I'm probably going to finish up the rest of this chapter with Ike. But I want to use up some of Mist's staves right now. I'm going to use her sleep staff, what's left of her sleep staff. And then I'm also going to use a ward on Ike, just in case Ike misses. I'm pretty sure Ike won't miss, because with a Regal Sword, he can usually get up to high 90s for hit percentage, so I probably wouldn't have to worry about that. But if he does miss, Petrine could be doing a lot of damage to him, because Ike does have a small resistance stat, so it's better that we do increase his resistance for this battle. So that's why I'm going to do this, use a ward staff. Oh, okay, 13's not bad. Ike probably could have survived without the ward staff, but I did it anyways. No big deal. And yeah, that was just the ending of the second part of the recording and going on to the third part. And then let's go ahead and finish up the battle. Yeah, that's right, Ike. She is the same woman we saw a long time ago back in Gallia. So we're finally going to take her out for the 100th video. Not only that, but we're also going to go into Crimea during the 100th video. So it's like we started this big adventure, and then it led us back to our homeland for the 100th video special. Kind of cool. Some of you are probably saying, no, it's not. If you're one of those people, screw you. And I felt like since I was still on the battlefield for a few minutes, I'd go ahead and just heal some of the other units and bring up Mist and Rice's experience just a little bit. In theory, this really won't do very much, so I'm kind of probably just wasting time by doing this, but you know what? Who cares? I have all the time I need. So, well, I really don't feel like bringing Jill all the way over, so I'll just heal one more time with Mist, probably. If you're a hardcore experience netter, you'd probably just use Mist anyways. Like, you'd keep using all your units until everybody was fully healed. That is usually how you should raise first tier healing units, because you want them to gain as much experience as possible, just in case they get hit by something, they could actually live through it. And then usually healers end up making great units, like they're second tier units, like they can actually be pretty good. But I'll go ahead and clear the map. And when we finish, Lucia is going to come up to Alencia, and Alencia does indeed recognize her. So we find out that they are actually old friends, and that Lucia is one of very few Crimean soldiers. I guess you could call them soldiers, but I really wouldn't call Lucia a soldier. But there are quite a few other Crimean nobles who are still surviving that Alencia doesn't really know about. So not everyone was killed when Dayan captured Crimea. Some of them actually escaped and remained hidden for all this time, so that's always good to hear. Especially since they're old friends and everything. That's probably music to her ears right now. Lucia is actually a sword master, and not a very good one, in my opinion. Really, I mean, you get Mia and Zahark for pretty much the whole game. Then you get Stefan, who's really, really good, and who's already promoted. So by about this chapter, Stefan could actually be used regularly. So Lucia, there's really just no point for her. Like, one of your other sword masters should at least be above Lucia in levels, so there is really no need to use Lucia in the rest of the game. Unless you really want to use another sword master and your other 2 units aren't fit to fight. So yeah. Lucia, wouldn't call her a very good unit in my opinion. And she's definitely not a good unit in the sequel, Radiant Dawn. No, far from it. So once again, we're going to go over the map again. The map, once again, is telling us everything we already know. Seriously, there has been not one time where the map actually taught us something new. Okay, maybe I'm stretching that. Maybe it taught us like one thing, but really, all the map does is just summarize what we've already done and what we already know. Just seems very, very pointless. Chapter 24, Battle Reunion. As for this chapter, I'd expect this chapter to be up on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to keep this new schedule just for this week. Once again, I do apologize for having these uploaded on Monday instead of Sunday, but again, that whole disk read error really, really got to me, and I just wanted a break from the game. So I took a day off, did the filming today, and I'll have the videos up tomorrow on Monday, so I think that works out in the end. I think it's a pretty fair deal. I've been working my ass off for this project, my other projects, and through college these last several weeks, so I could use a break every now and then. And even though I had a break on Friday, it really wasn't that much of a break. It just really involved me moving home and then working on Mario Party for the rest of the night when I got home. So yeah, I really haven't had a good day to rest. And I felt like Saturday and part of today was a good day to rest as well, so I hope you guys understand. A lot of you do, so I appreciate you guys for that. And I'll go over those other characters in the next chapter, because we'll be learning more about them then, not now. So yeah, chapter 24 on Wednesday, chapter 25 on Friday, and then expect Eternal Star, the next Mario Party video, on Saturday. And also, I've also planned to upload the last Super Mario World video on Thursday as well, so you might want to check that out. As for Sunday, I'm not exactly sure, but there definitely won't be any Path of Radiance on next Monday because that is going to be the date for my new Let's Play. So I might take Sunday off. I may just put Path of Radiance on Sunday. I don't really know yet, so don't take my word for that stuff just yet. Just keep checking my channel comments for my schedule because I still have to put up my schedule for this next week. I've kind of been lazy about doing that, but hey, I've been filming this chapter for the last several hours, so give me a break. Okay, with that being said, I think I'm going to sign off. This is SlimKirby. See you next time for Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. 100 videos! Woo!